What's going on, man? This fight, Tevin Farmer, Diaz. It's gonna be a good fight, man. Diaz he's gonna have a whole lot of problems with Tevin Farmer. If Tevin Farmer start to moving is a big key in boxing. And I think footwork is just as key. Upper body movement is a big key. Is a big key in boxing. Tevin Farmer do a lot of moving. That could cause a whole lot of fatigue for the opponent if they can't pin him down. And the best way to pin him down is with a jab. But Diaz, he don't use a consistent jab. He like to depend on power, and he like to wind up and throw big shots. He like to wind up and sit down on his punches, and he had to be placed. He had to be, he real front foot heavy. He don't switch his. He don't transfer his weight from the front to the back to confuse you. Use a whole lot of lead. Use his lead hand and probe just to find out, just to fill you out and probe and find out where you are and set you up and set traps. He don't set traps. And in order to beat a Tevin Farmer, you have to be able to set traps and use your lead hand to pin him down with your lead hand, and also with your jab, and to find out where you at with your lead hand. But if you're not doing that, then this Tevin Farmer is an excellent body puncher. Tevin Farmer is an excellent body puncher. And if Tevin Farmer get to work in the body, on Diaz and throwing combinations, and Diaz can't Diaz can't counter him. It's gonna be a long night for It's gonna be a long night for Diaz. I see Tevin Farmer just marching his way to an easy pot shot victory. But I also see if Diaz get the missing like he did against Gary Russell, it's gonna be worse for him than it's gonna be worse for him, man. It's gonna be a long night. Now Gary Russell had more power, but Tevin Farmer is more he move around a lot. And if you can't hit him, I could see Jojo Diaz throwing these big winging ass shots and getting tired. And Tevin Farmer don't have the power to finish you, but it just constantly keep going to your body, tying you up. He's tying you up, and Tevin Farmer is not good at it. Tevin Farmer don't consistently use the jab either. He use it, but sometimes if Tevin Farmer used the jab in this fight and sit down on his punches more, I can see a late stoppage, or I can see the referee jumping in there saving Jojo Diaz. But I'm picking Tevin Farmer because one thing about Tevin Farmer, he comes in the ring always in shape. He's a hard worker. He always in shape. He's motivated for big fights. He won some of these big fights. He won Gervonta Davis. But I just don't think that the team, I don't know what's going on with some of these fights, man, but I'm tired of shitting on these fighters, saying who won it, who don't want it, because I'm not in the contracts. I don't know who won these fights or not, man. It's a whole lot of shit in boxing. But I know some of these guys, they just, the art of negotiation, I don't know if all of these fighters really know how to negotiate once they get a contract, or do they people, it's like they handlers, it all depends on what they handlers want. Because if I think they sent I think they sent Tevin Farmer $5 million or whatever. $5 million is enough, because if you beat Gervonta Davis for $5 million, your next fight gonna be for $10-15 million. Who knows? But he said he want Gary Russell next. But he said he's not waiting for Gary Russell. If Gary Russell fight Gary Russell don't come to the table. So Gary Russell say he won a big fight. That's a big fight against Tevin Farmer. So we're gonna see how that fight turn out. But I see Tevin Farmer beating Jojo Diaz. But only thing Jojo Diaz he have a puncher's chance. So if you get caught with a big, I don't see one big shot catching Tevin Farmer, but if you get caught with two shots from Jojo Diaz and he start landing big shots on you, I can see it being a long night for Tevin Farmer if he stay there. I don't know why fighters don't use more angles and more feints, more probing and just more moving around, upper body moving like Canelo and working on countering. That's the best way to fight these days. That would cause J-Rock. You can't sit down there and slug with a slugger, man. You got to use your angles. You're gonna get your shots off once you start catching that rhythm and start making them get off balance, and they get to reaching and throwing big shots and getting tired. You can start seeing things more better. But a lot of the fighters like to slug. You don't let them slug. You slug with a slugger. Don't jab with don't hook with a hooker. But I see Tevin Farmer. This Jojo Diaz don't have nothing. What Floyd Mayweather said, he don't have no special effects. No, he don't have shit. Jojo Diaz is an easy fighter to figure out. I see by third round, he should have him figured out. He should start picking him apart by the third, fourth round. It should be an easy fight for Tevin Farmer. Hit the thumbs up, support the channel.